WITZPICKS is back in New York City right now. All right, we're chilling here, still doing research, still doing our tape study. All right, for you guys and for us, we're about to make bread. UAE card. All right. We have a lot of good locks coming up, but let's get into it. First fight.
Welcome back, guys. Not Islam. Magomed Ankalaev versus Guskov main event, UFC Abu Dhabi. Enough chitter chatter because we're gonna get into the locks right now. We're just gonna start with the early prelim opener of Cody Gibson versus Abdul Hussein. Guys, one guy sounds like a white guy. The other sounds like we're gonna pick the other guy. You guys can interpret what I was gonna say there. We're gonna pick Abdul Hussein. Buy whatever the fuck he wants. He's minus 500. And yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah, I don't know why it says Finland. We're from where he's from, but he's probably a UAE guy, and he's gonna win because Cody Gibson is buns with no chin, and we just saw him give up. He got chin in the first 5 seconds of the fight. He's not gonna be good. Next fight.
Next fight, guys. I'm so excited about this one because we have one of the biggest locks that we are going to explain to you. Nurulo Aliev versus Mike Davis. Guys, Aliev is the biggest lock on the card for the odds. He's from Tajikistan, so that should be a tell. Mike Davis is washed. He used to be good. He's washed now. Aliev's in his prime. He's going to win a decision with ease. I mean, there's really nothing to say about this. He's just going to win an easy 30-27 decision, and he should be minus 600. So we're going to pounce on this. Aliev by decision is the pick.
Yeah, Nuro Aliev is a lock. All right, his gas tank is very good. And Mike Davis has a shit gas tank. All right. Mike Davis is getting old. This is probably his retirement fight. So I feel bad for him, but Nuro Aliev is a lock. Next fight.
Easy pick, guys. Next fight. This should be easy for me. Magomed Chuchalov versus Brenson Ribeiro. Brenson Ribeiro is one of those guys, just like all these cans that get knocked out by good prospects like the Julius Walkers of the world, in my opinion. He gives up. He's known for giving up. And Magomed is minus 750. He's going to win probably by KO in the first round because Ribeiro is going to give up. But yeah, Tuchalov, he's Russian, and he's Magomedov or whatever. He's the pick.
Yeah, I was thinking about just picking Ribeiro because of the odds. Like plus 500 is actually insane. Because Ribeiro, he had a nasty knockout in Contender Series. Like he's only lost to good fighters in Umar Sy. But that's why. Umar Sy is shit, and we all know.
Okay. I thought you
No,
said
no.
Umar Sy was a good fighter.
No,
I
no,
almost
no.
crashed out and almost turned off this fucking stream.
Like-
Retired.
This is if that fight didn't happen, I would pick Ribeiro, but Tuchalov has to be the pick because I think he could actually be a really good prospect too. Yeah.
Yeah. Next fight, guys. We have Ishmael Bonfim versus Axel Sola. Sola, in my opinion, is an actual pretty high level fighter. Bonfim, in my eyes, is not high level. He has horrible gas tank and he gives up and he deals with pressure horribly, just like he did against who did he fight last again?
Chris Padilla.
Chris Padilla. Padilla's pressure and gas tank was too much for Bonfim and just weared him down. I think Solo's going to do the same. I think Solo's better than Chris Padilla, in my opinion, and he had a good scrap in his last fight against Mason Jones. And honestly, it was almost beat Mason Jones in the first round, but Mason Jones made it close and came back and won. Sola did get beat up, but it was a close fight, and I think he's going to dominate Ishmael Bonfim, and I think this is a great pick. Sola at minus 200.
Sola is probably the biggest lock on the card, and the fact that he's minus 200, minus 190 isn't really good. So we're going to take Sola. He's going to be way bigger than Bonfim. He's more skilled. He's more durable. We've seen him go 3 rounds. Dude, Bonfim is shit in my opinion also. Really mid. Not that shit, but mid. Sola is high level. All right, Sola is a lock for this.
Solo's the pick, guys. Next fight, we have Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Sam Patterson. Guys, fun fact: WITZPICKS did see Sam Patterson when we went to Vegas for Ankalaev Pereira 2. We saw Sam Patterson while eating dinner. Patterson's the minus 450 favorite here. Ponzinibbio is a huge underdog. This is England versus Argentina. And if you guys have watched the World Cup, Argentina did beat England, but this will not happen on this fight. England will prevail. And Patterson will get the win, probably by KO, I want to say, but it could be a decision. I mean, it's one of those fights where it's hard to tell what the outcome is going to be, low key, but Ponzinibbio's cooked, so I'll take by KO.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Ponzinibbio is cooked, and Sam Patterson's actually good, so we're gonna go with Sam Patterson. This is just easy picks. Um, too big of a odds to parlay though. Yeah.
Yep. So, guys, here's an interesting fight here. We have Dustin Jacoby versus Muhammad Saeed. And at the beginning, I did believe that Dustin Jacoby was the pick. And I thought that Jacoby was just very high level and he's just veteran presence would beat this Muhammad Saeed guy. But as I think about it more, Jacoby doesn't have good wins. Lost to Alonzo Menifield. He has a bad chin. He lost to Asmat Mirzakhanov. Lost to Khalil Roundtree. He's, in my opinion, not that high level of a fighter. Or he used to be pretty good. And he's only beat cans lately, like Vitor Petrino, who's mid at best, fucking Bruno Lopez, who's ass, and then fucking Julius Walker, who's we've seen get knocked out in 2 seconds by Abdul Rahman Yakayev. Dustin Jacoby's chin is degrading. He's old, and he shouldn't be a favorite here against a guy that's undefeated and who has really explosive strikes, good spinning kicks. And I think Muhammad Saeed, with the UAE crowd in his corner, will get the job done by KO in the first or second round. Because if it goes to deep waters, I think Jacoby could be a veteran and could pull out the win. But I'm going to say first round KO. I just think Jacoby is a little chinny. That's my pick. Dustin Jacoby is
Yeah.
losing to Muhammad
Yeah.
Saeed.
Honestly, you do not bet on this fight. Anything could happen in this fight. So.
Yeah, but Saeed's an underdog here. So if you're leaning towards the Saeed side, it's a good bet. But
yeah,
if you think it's 50-50, I don't know.
like if you've seen Dustin Jacoby's knockout against Petrino, like that was nasty. And Petrino was like an athletic light heavyweight, but this is just a no touch. I don't even have a pick for this one because with the debut guy with no tape, I can't get a good pick for this. Yeah, no pick.
All right, next fight, guys. We have Walter Walker versus Thomas Peterson. Guys, if you've been in a Wits Picks community for long enough, you would have known that Walter Walker was our profile picture for a while. He is the OG Wits Picks affiliate. And he's going to win this fight by heel hook submission in the first round, just like he always does. Walter's the pick. Shout out Walter. He's our guy. And yeah, Walter by submission. Bang.
Yes, this should be easy. The UFC matchmakers, they pretty much scanned the whole heavyweight division and they're like, who can Walter heel hook again? And they picked our boy Peterson. So Walter will get the heel hook on Peterson. If he did it to Sutherland, he could do it to Peterson. They're both American wrestlers. Yeah. Another heel hook for Walter.
Yeah, easy pick, guys. Easy money pick. And we're going to go on to the main card right now. All right, boys. On to the main card now.
All right. With this first fight on the main card, we have Abu Bakar Vagayev versus Saigid. All right. This guy, Saigid, part of the Khabib camp, but he's the worst one that I've seen in this Khabib camp. He's not a good gas tank at all, unless he worked on that. But this guy, Abu Bakar, is a minus 250 favorite for a reason. He's a better prospect, and this guy, Saigid, proved that he's not a good prospect already. So this should be easy. Abu Bakar minus 245 is the pick.
Yeah, guys, Abu Bakr is the pick. Saigid is ass. We've seen him quit multiple times. And yeah, like you said, he's just the worst prospect out of the Islam Habib camp. And Abu Bakr is also a part of the culture. If you know, you know.
All right,
So
bet.
yeah, next fight, guys. Good fight here. One of our locks. We have Rizvan Kuniev against Tyrell Fortune. Guys, Kuniev will win easily by decision, 30-27. Fortune did beat Tybora, but who doesn't beat Tybora? And this is pretty much his UFC debut, and Kuniev will get the job done by decision. He'll be dominant too. He has wrestling, better strike. He's just better all around. Just not as good power, but Kuniev beat Blades. Like, what would Blades do this fucking boner can fucking Tyrell Fortune? Easy money pick, Kuniev by decision.
Yes, this is super easy. They're trying to build up Kuniev even more in his home fucking country. So Kuniev is minus 300 for a reason. He's for sure going to win. And he just levels above Tyrell Fortune, bro. It's easy for Kuniev. That's it. Next fight.
Guys, next fight, we are here to the long awaited
Oh.
debut of John Pork, Jonko, or John Pork, as many like to call him, Magomed Zainukov. He is fighting Damian Respecki, and everyone's going to bet on John Pork. That's just like what the whole public is leaning towards. He was minus 200 when the odds opened up, about minus 375 now. Probably going to be minus 500 on fight night. Everybody's going to bet on John Pork because it's John Pork. But I did some tape study into this fight because I thought there was going to be a good betting opportunity here. And I thought I was going to be like, oh, John Pork by KO, good pick, whatever. But no. Damian Respecki is part of the Ilya Taporia camp, and he's an incredible wrestler. Good striking, too. Undefeated prospect from Poland. And John Pork looked good in his Contender Series fight, but got dropped in the first round. And John Pork's wrestling isn't that good, even though he's from this Islam Khabib camp. He's not a wrestler. As you guys know, two-time Muay Thai champion. Quoting Islam Makhachev here. Didn't say wrestling or judo, Muay Thai. Guys, respect he's the pick by wrestling, by decision. He will be John Pork. Don't kill me in the comment section, guys. But John Pork will probably lose this fight. Maybe he'll win, but I'm going to pick the plus 270 underdog. Good odds for a 10-0 prospect that's part of Ilya Taporia's camp. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, very good odds for an undefeated prospect who has wrestling and is from Ilya Taporia's camp. Dude, this could be the end of John Pork already. But we gotta go with Rezbecki here. All right, plus 265. That's amazing. We saw John Pork get dropped against the no one. All right, in his Dana White Contender Series fight. But yeah, we gotta go with Rezbecki. I've seen him get subs. He's undefeated. I'm hyped for this fight because it's two insane prospects. But we gotta go with the underdog, Rezbecki.
And if John Pork wins, we'll be happy. We're all fans of John. Who doesn't like John fucking Pork, guys? Like, who doesn't like John Pork? John Cole. Who doesn't like this guy? If he wins, we're happy. But we're gonna bet on Respecki in this fight, guys. Next fight, here we go. We have one of my favorite prospects I've ever seen in the UFC, Islam Dulatov, the Versace model himself. He's fighting Wellington Chinathan McDermott Turman. Wellington Chinathan McDermott Turman is going to lose this fight by first round KO, probably in the first minute of the fight. Dulatov's minus 900. We are going to take Dulatov to win in the first round by KO, and that's going to be like plus money, so that's peak. That's really just free money if you guys want to bet on that. Like the clearest fight to predict. I have nothing else to say. Dulatov by KO in round one. Bang!
Yes, bro. Wellington Chinny Turman is cooked. All right. This dude Wellington will get shinned by Dulatov, who's a insane prospect. All right. His reach is super long. His power. Dulatov by KO in round one for sure. Next fight.
Easy pick, guys. Next fight, co-main event of the evening. We have Steve Urseg versus Ramazan Temirov. This is the toughest fight for me to predict. This is the toughest fight for me to predict. And I don't want to have a pick in this one, It's just too fit. This is the most 50-50 fight I've ever seen in my entire life, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go with Steve Erceg here, but damn, Timarov is fucking dangerous early, and he could chin Steve Erceg in the first round. If not, Steve Erceg will win in a decision. But fuck, really, really difficult fight to predict. Really difficult fight to predict, but I guess I'll go Steve Erceg with the veteran savvy.
Yeah, the UFC saw Steve Erceg get chinned in the first round by Osborne. So they probably think that Temerov can chin Steve Erceg in the first round, but I don't think so. I think Steve Erceg will win a decision, but it's just going to be super close. Like, no slamming anyone in this fight. But our pick is Steve Erceg. All right. Be safe.
Erceg, yeah, be safe. Don't bet on that fight. Anyways, we are on here, guys. We
Main.
are here finally. The main event of the evening. We have Magomed Ankalaev, the inbred goat fucker himself, versus Bogdan Guskov. Guskov is our boy. He's part of the Walter camp. We cashed on him so many times as an underdog. He was such a big underdog against Nikita Krylov, and we made hella bread on him. And he's coming in on short notice. This is supposed to be Khalil Roundtree fighting Magomed Ankalaev. Guys, Ankalaev beat Pereira. Like, it's a great win. Like, beating Pereira is great. Probably his best win. Um, I want to pick Guskov, but I just don't think Ankalaev will get like killed on the feet here. He's Ankalaev's better everywhere except the power. That's pretty much it. But he won't use his wrestling to beat Guskov. Is what I figured out with Ankalaev. So it's going to be a striking match. I think Ankalaev more output, faster, and Guskov just has the power. I don't think he'll chin Ankalaev. I'm going to pick Ankalaev by decision here. Um, yeah, I mean, if Guskov had good leg kicks, I'd pick Guskov because Ankalaev isn't good with leg kicks, and we'd have a good underdog. But Guskov is a boxer; like he has just power in his hands. So Ankalaev by decision, and he was going to fight probably Paulo Costa for the interim belt.
Yeah, honestly, for this main event, Ankalaev is the pick, and I think Ankalaev will win in rounds in one of the championship rounds by finish because I don't think Guskov has the stamina to go 5 rounds with Ankh.
No, you're right, but do you think that like Guskov's chin is cooked? Like we've never
No,
seen him get chin like that. I don't know.
he might just get
Just gassed and quit.
gassed and lose. He could lose a decision or just quit in the later rounds.
Okay.
But I want Goose to win this. Like, I just don't think so. He's too big of an underdog, and Ankalaev is so proven. So, gotta go with Ankalaev. But Goose is our boy. All right. That's it.
Goose, we love you, but you're gonna lose this fight until we see something better. Guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, we've been really consistent lately with everything. And I hope you guys just enjoyed our content. We're here in New York. We're on vacation, and we're still here grinding for every one of you guys, all our subscribers. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you're here at the end, please make sure to like and subscribe. Would mean a lot to us. And yeah, guys, we have a bunch of good cards coming our way. Saul killed Gamrot, Udo Smejic versus Rodriguez, Islam Gary. We're gonna have a good rest of summer here, guys. So in the meantime, see you guys next week and look for our clips, baby. Let's fucking go.
Peace.